Look at all that water. Holy moly. That is just insane. I was hoping today to show you guys some primitive fishing methods. But considering that this is the river, okay, that is the river. Sorry, this is my little cabin back here. My nice little cabin with my boat. And this is the river. But the river is only supposed to be 10-15 feet wide. But it's more like a lake. This is about the only dry spot you can see my trail. It's gone. It's gone. There's nothing left. Just water. Oh, look at 5-foot high fence posts. Look at that one. It's like a foot above water. Yeah, so I'm going to say we're not going to do fishing today. Nope. No fishing today. But I can show you guys how to make a primitive toggle lure. Inuit use this. West Coast natives use this way back in the day before we were using what do you call it? Mimic lures, like you know, lures that look like fish and what have you, and hooks and metal hooks and all that other crap. So what we're going to do is we're going to make a toggle lure. Okay, now let's see if we can't find, the best thing to do is find a good piece of hardwood. We want something roughly maybe 2.5 inches long by 1/2 inch to 3/4 of an inch wide for thickness. So let's see what we got. We need a good solid piece of wood. We can't have anything punky or dead, like, oh, you know what? You know what? I think this piece of wood right here. I think this piece of wood will do nicely. Yep. This piece of wood will do just nicely. So let's take this inside, because I've been walking around the woods all day. And it's been snowing and raining, and it's getting late, and we're going to just take this inside, and I'm going to cut it up into the right shape and size, and I'm going to take this inside. And you know, tonight while I sit by the fire, I think yeah, tonight while I sit by the fire, I'm going to take it and I'm going to work up a lure out of this. I might even make 2 out of it. Yep, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to make a couple lures out of that. Just flooded. Crazy. And spring runoff has already happened. This is just from the rain. This is just how much rain we got here in the last 2 days. All that snow and rain and freezing rain and ice and all the other crap. This is just 2 days of it. Nasty. All these walnuts on the ground here too make an excellent food source. They've been out all winter, so these are no good. Mind you, I pick up garbage bags of these every year. You know, nuts are great in the woods. You just look around and you can find tree nuts just about anywhere. They're excellent food source. And they're so readily available here in southern Ontario woods. These deciduous trees, there's so many nut-bearing trees down here that just provide us a bounty of food. So anyways, my friends, I'm going to call it a day, and I'll come back when I start working this up, and I will show you how we do this and what we made. Thank you very much, guys. So what we've done is we've whittled a nice little edge on both so it's kind of rounded. I've cut it to length about maybe 3 inches, and what we're going to do is we're going to whittle this down so we got a nice contour on both sides, and then we're going to fork it so that way when we drill a hole in the middle and we whittle this all down so it's nice and streamlined, when a fish bites it and we pull it, it'll get wedged in the fish's mouth, won't be able to get out, and then we can just heave the fish up. This is a very primitive lure that natives were using a long time ago. For most of you people that know me or don't know me, I got into primitive methods of hunting and fishing and that kind of stuff back in college. When I took anthropology, kind of got into different primitive methods of hunting, and now I just usually use them for myself. It's all about what you can utilize and make your own. So you just basically, it's like anything. Try, and try again. Live outside the box, never inside the box. And as long as you can do that, you can have a good go at things. But you need to try. If you sit around and say, oh, I want to do this, and never get off your ass and actually do anything, life is going to pass you by. This isn't a video game. You can't push restart. Once today is gone, it is gone. It will never come here again. So, you want it, do it. You want something, you go get it. You put the work in. I was hoping to actually make this and actually go fishing with it, but the river is just so swollen. It is just unheard of. Matter of fact, I couldn't even get here because the road is gone. It is completely washed out. It's under like 2 feet of water, so what we're just trying to do is trying to make it nice. You see how I'm beveling this edge? So we're just going deep and then letting it slide off. And we're just going to slowly work this out. It's beautiful sitting back here. You can hear the snow hitting the tin roof, and you can hear the birds. It's just gorgeous. I love the woods. Anybody that's spent any time alone in the woods, they'll tell you. Each woods has got their own song, and you can almost tell. Just if you put a record of a wood somewhere, and just recorded like 10 minutes of it, just the birds and the animals in the background, I bet you I can get a pretty good guess of where it is. Be in North America, of course. My experience in the rainforest of South America or Africa is very limited, considering I've never been there. I just basically run around up here in the Great White North. If it was up to me, I'd live in perpetual winter. I love the cold. I love the snow. I love the winter. That's where I am. But we're slowly beveling this out, and we'll, you know what? We'll come back instead of sitting here watching me carve this out for the next hour. I'll carve this out and we'll shape it when I come back. So we're just carving out the forks right now. I've been rolling this down to shape for about an hour and a half. An hour and a half. I know, but you know, if you have nothing, you know, the only thing you end up having is time. And you know, it's better to use your time wisely. And if you can make yourself some wooden lures, because you don't have fishing hooks or whatever have you, then you know, it's a well use of your time. This is ash, so it's fairly hard wood, and I'm fighting against the grain the whole time. I want to get it just to the right shape. So just take turns working one side, and working the other side, and working this side, so I get a nice spoon. And just slowly working on it. Just keep going, keep going. But I guess we're close enough. So now all I need to do is drill a hole in the center of it, and then it's ready to be stringed. And I suppose you could dye it if you wanted. Maybe it's, you know, I've seen these before, and I've made similar ones to this, and I think, you know, maybe they were going for like maybe a frog or something. I'm not sure what they were, you know, what the style was. You know, the fact that it worked. So we're just going to drill a hole in it. Try to drill a hole in the dead center, so that when you do pull on it, it'll get caught in the mouth. So I'm gonna. But there's a chair. Let's set this on here and see if we can't drill a hole in it with my knife here. I could use a bow drill to do this, I guess, but